This episode was produced on Darwell land. Sovereignty was never ceded. This podcast is recommended for mature audiences.
Cormac, where the fuck are you?
Are you saying I'm infected now? Am I gonna go crazy?
Yes, as am I.
How can that be real?
We had a complication.
What do you mean complication? Is it dealt with?
You instead find an old walkie-talkie that has been stuck to the wall.
We need to find it first.
You need to destroy it.
And then you go to turn it off. And then you just hear,
India.
I like to think Lisa would go up to some of the old phones and put them to her ear and just see.
India.
Lise, what are you doing?
Tell me, have you seen the yellow sign?
We need to find Evans.
I haven't heard from him. Have you been to his house at all? Jaln.
I'm gonna look at the stopwatch that I started on my watch. How long has it been going for?
it's about an hour?
Since I entered the building to begin with.
Yeah, since you entered the building, yeah. About an hour, yeah.
Exeter.
I would think that we would head straight to the evidence locker. I don't want this thing getting in other hands. Yeah.
Make a beeline.
India.
So, yeah, one locked box inside another locked box. You have one key, I have the other key.
Oh,
Oh, shit. Sorry. You scared me.
Jaln.
I'm sorry. What was your name again?
Haley?
Exeter.
Just tell him that Cormac's spoken to you,
India.
and that if there are any problems, I'll be sure to drop by.
Sure.
She probably goes into a purse and she starts writing a note
Jaln.
on a pen that she's pulled out. Meanwhile, yeah, Cormac, give me a power roll.
Exeter. India.
Can I push this or not really?
You've used the blood from your hand
Jaln.
to draw this sign all over this post-it note.
Exeter.
Tell me,
India.
have you seen the yellow sign?
Jaln.
As she's saying,
Exeter.
have you seen the yellow sign?
India.
Jab her in the neck.
She like reaches for her neck and, just,
Jaln.
What did you do to me?
and
Exeter.
then stumbles, and just like she hits the ground hard
Jaln.
as she collapses.
Exeter.
Sir, the AAR from the 4th Division has arrived. Thank you. Dismissed.
On December 15, the battalion under command CCB was engaged against the enemy outside of Reims. We determined the enemy belonged to the 2nd Panzer Company of the 13th Panzer Division. This information was obtained from captured prisoners in the vicinity. Battalion was tasked to hold Reims until further orders received. On December 17, the enemy forces attacked the battalion, which suffered heavy losses as a result. The battalion, however, was able to hold the objective until reinforcements arrived. Bravo, this is Delta. We're 2 clicks out. Is your position secure? Over.
Affirmative, but hurry. I don't know how long we can hold out this building. Over.
Is this the CC? Over.
No, he's down. Staff Sergeant Gresham is taking command. Over.
Who am I speaking with? Over.
Private Labalus, sir. Over.
Okay, Private, tell your men to take cover. We'll have air support in shortly. Over.
Wilco, wait. Shit!
Private? Private, are you there? Over.
Yes, I'm there. There's a... What the...
Talk to me, Private. Over.
There's a clown.
Say again. Over.
A small clown. Like a child. It's dancing.
God's sake. Private, who's next to you? Put them on now. Over.
It's my cue.
Q. Private, tell your men air support is coming soon. Over.
Tell me, have you seen the...
Private? Private, come in. Private, over.
Fumbled Anthology presents Night Floors, a Delta Green scenario written by Dennis Detwiller as part of the Impossible Landscapes campaign, adapted for Call of Cthulhu 7th edition, starring Matt Connor as Agent Cormac Neumann, Dannielle Green as Sergeant Lisa Bennett, Liam Braid as Council Ranger Archie Evans, and Kelly Ann as Senior Constable Sally O'Connell. Danica Nowakowski as Dr. Edith James, and Jaln Rodger as Corporal Tom Tavistock. Alex Green is your keeper of arcane lore, and everyone else. Chapter 14: Paper Chains.
Sally, you are at the police station. What are you doing at the police station while you're waiting for Thomas Wright to come in for his daily call? Or are you making contact with him? How are you doing this?
I'm probably going to assume that he will be appearing sometime soon because, he's kind of been regular like clockwork since this whole thing started. So, while I'm waiting for him, I know what time he roughly turns up every day. I'm just going to be processing some files, making sure those tapes are being processed because we'd brought them in to add to the case. And, generally catching up on documenting like some of the things we'd seen in Abigail's room, like making case notes, that kind of thing.
While you are doing the paperwork, so you're putting away, like logging all the photos, doing up the case notes, all the important yet boring admin that comes with being a police officer, your inspector comes in with a fax, and it's from New South Wales Police up in Sydney. It's basically a memo saying that they have found the body of a child, and they need someone to confirm whose child this is. And it specifically references Anna Mitchell.
So as soon as I see the facts and, read through and see Anna Mitchell's name, my blood turns cold and I look up at him and I say, "Are they certain it's Anna?"
I don't know. They seem to think it might be.
So where was this child found?
She was in a swimming pool in northern suburbs of Sydney or something.
But she went missing here. Wait, you said a swimming pool. Do they think she drowned?
I think so. That's what the doctor reckons.
That doesn't make any sense.
How's the Wright case going? Old mate's probably going to be in the office shortly.
Yeah, that whole apartment building is a nut house. The residents there have something wrong with them, and the more we meet, the stranger they get.
Right.
But I have a feeling that we'll find her. We keep on finding strange things in her apartment. It seems to be leading towards something in the building.
Right. Interesting. Okay. Well, I'm sure he'll be here soon. What do you want me to tell him?
Well, I was hoping to have a chat with him, see if he can tell us anything about Abigail's mental state and, what sorts of friends she might have mentioned in the building before she disappeared.
Okay. Right, well, I guess don't mention any foul play because you know what he's like. The man is obsessed.
Yeah.
And I do not want to have to deal... I've already have to deal with him on the daily. I don't have to deal with him on the hourly either. So... Alright, you got this?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Alright. Good. Is the sergeant behaving herself?
About as much as she usually does.
All right. Good. Good. Okay. I'll leave you to it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll come chat with him in a minute.
And sure enough, about, let's say it's around 2 p.m., 2:30, around that time, Mr. Wright walks into the police station and starts having a chat with the desk sergeant.
So Sally's, ever since she got given that fax, she's been just running it over and over in her head. Anna's disappearance, the paintings of drowned children that she'd seen in the apartment building. Like, is it possible that this can all be connected? Is solving the mystery involving Abigail going to lead Sally to find Anna Mitchell and solve that case? And it all just seems incredibly surreal. So, eventually Sally realizes the time and kind of shakes herself out of it and heads out to see Thomas Wright.
Yeah, so you see Thomas, and he is an older gentleman. He's probably about in his 60s, like late 50s, early 60s perhaps, around that. But he's probably aged even more due to the stress of what he's been going through. He's got bags under his eyes. He looks like almost sickly in a way, like he hasn't slept very well. He hasn't eaten very well. And he is probably, one bad word away from probably having a mental breakdown. Poor guy has probably been, he's gone through the ringer with everything that's been going on. So you see him just having a conversation with the desk sergeant. Desk sergeant's probably explaining to him, like, look, we've got people working on it. That I'm sure someone will speak to you soon.
Yeah. I'm going to go walk over to him and say, Mr. Wright, I was hoping to have a chat with you.
Oh, hi. What's your name?
Sorry, I'm Senior Constable Sally O'Connell, and I've been working on Abigail's case for the last few days.
Oh, good, okay. Any updates for me?
Would you like to sit down and have a coffee and we can discuss this?
Sure, I guess so. Yeah, okay.
I'll send a desk sergeant to go fetch us a coffee.
He does that?
Yeah, so we've been investigating Abigail's apartment and, the people involved in the apartment building. We've been following up with her neighbours, meeting with them to discuss, any kind of new information they can give us. I know it's been a long time, and I'm sorry that you've had to deal with this grief for so long. But we're really hoping that we can find some fresh leads and find Abigail. And I was just hoping you could give us a bit of insight as well as to some of Abigail's mindset and her motivations before she went missing.
Okay, sure. Where do you want to start?
So you last saw her, was it February 22nd?
Yeah, I don't remember the exact date, but it was sometime in mid to late Feb. I live in Shepparton, and I came down to Melbourne to have lunch with Abs and to check in on her and see how she was going.
And is that like a regular kind of ongoing appointment that you had? Would you visit her regularly?
Yeah, semi-regularly. I mean, she was up our way for Christmas, and I was here probably, I was here for a couple of days in November as well. She only moved to Melbourne about a year ago. I told him, Melbourne's not a safe place. But she was convinced that she needed to come here for her art, so yeah.
And did she mention anything to you about any connections that she'd made, any people she'd met?
In February she talked about she made friends with a guy named Thomas who lived next door to her. I don't think there was anything more than that. She said the other people in the building were, nice and looked out for her. There was she got mugged last year, and she said that another woman helped her out after that, who lived in the apartment. I think her name was Michelle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, I stayed with her for a few days after that. Really shook her.
Yeah, of course. Did you notice anything different about the building when you were staying there, or anything, different about Abigail's apartment?
The building? No, nothing like that. Nothing. I mean, apart from when I was staying with her, she was a bit shaken up, but she was okay. She was okay. Yeah.
And did she mention anything about any kind of clubs in the building, like any groups that they had?
Clubs? No, I think they're all artists. So I think they're all working for, Art Life or something, or not working for them or something like that. I don't know. Their Art Life's looking after them or something, but I don't know about anything else, anything like that. Why do you think the people in the building might have done something to her?
Oh, we're just trying to get a picture of, Abigail's circumstances, in the lead up to her disappearance.
Right, okay. Sure.
But from what you're saying, it sounds like she had a supportive group of people around her.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, she didn't seem isolated at all.
No, not that I remember. Not that she ever told me. Well, as I said, last we chatted was in February, and she was just talking about, she was getting excited about the next gallery and all that. So
Okay. Do you know what work she was going to be exhibiting in that gallery?
she was painting a few things. She didn't show me. She doesn't like showing me the paintings before they're out. She doesn't. She's always funny about that.
Bit of a perfectionist.
Yeah, you could say that. I mean, it got her this far, I guess.
Yeah. It's an amazing accomplishment, really.
Yeah. So I've been told.
Had she mentioned anything about a play?
No, she's never really been into drama. I saw her act she was the tree in Romeo and Juliet, a school performance, and she
of course.
did a pretty shit job at that.
Probably not her field.
No, probably not her field.
Fair enough.
She's always been interested in it though, but she never showed any skill at that.
Do you know, so obviously she'd come here and she was paying her way, was it off the profits of some of her paintings?
Yeah, she ran a gallery, would have been like September, October last year, and she made quite a bit of money off it. I think something like 60, 70 grand or something.
Right.
From her paintings. So yeah, that was bloody chuffed for her. I'm real proud of her. And yeah, that's why she moved to Melbourne. She was gonna take a full year off and just focus on that, try and make some of herself. And yeah, she really got there.
I moved the tissue box a bit closer to him, and
yeah, he takes one.
she sounds like an amazing person, and
yeah, she is.
I'm really hoping that we can find her, and then she'll be able to continue all that success with her art.
Do you have any suspects? I mean, I heard you arrested 2 people last night. Were they connected to it?
We don't have any suspects in terms of Abigail's disappearance. Those were incidents involving, other people. We're still, collecting information, trying to find some leads to follow at this time.
What's your psychology?
50.
50? All right. He's going to roll psychology against you. Right then. So they're definitely not related then. All right. That's I guess that's good. What about the credit card in Wagga? Have you found anything about that?
No, not at this stage, but I did want to speak to you about Abigail's finances.
Right.
We found some mail in the apartment building that suggested that her bills hadn't been paid since, approximately May. Like, these letters were from about May saying that, electricity bills, water bills, those sorts of things were overdue and hadn't been paid. And I thought, that's a bit strange because, she seemed to have financed herself coming to Melbourne, as you said. I just wanted to know if you had any information about that, if you know why that might have been the case.
No idea. I figured she disappeared around that time. Did she not? I don't know. I lost contact with her about, April. So it's probably what it was.
Yeah, okay.
So last I spoke to her over the phone would have been back in March. And she was fine. She was telling me about a bookshop that she found in the city. But apart from that,
okay,
there wasn't much else to say.
Do you know the name of the bookshop she'd found?
No, she didn't mention it.
Oh, did she say anything about like whereabouts this bookshop was?
She said it was, somewhere in Collingwood. She said she hadn't seen it before and she was gushing about it.
Oh yeah. Well, why was she so, interested by it? Like, what was special about it?
She's always been, she always enjoyed a book. So we never really had a book. Our bookshops in Shepparton were pretty ordinary. So
yeah, coming to the big city must be different.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
So we are taking this very seriously and.
Okay, good.
Hoping that we can find her.
Alright, well, I guess if there's anything that you need from me or if there's any updates, please let me know.
Yeah, and we'll keep you up to date as much as we can.
Yeah, thanks. I've been staying at a mate's place in Footscray the last few weeks. Using some of my wife's insurance money to help. She passed away this year, so yeah, I've already lost her, and I'm worried I'm going to lose Abby as well.
Well, yeah, we really are giving this our best effort. I promise you that we'll continue working.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you for coming in, Mr. Wright, and thank you for speaking with me. I know it's really difficult, but I assure you we are doing our best.
Guess I'll be in touch with you then. Thank you. And he walks out of the building.
While he's leaving, I'm going to have a little chat with whoever the receptionist equivalent is. I don't know.
The desk sergeant, yeah.
Because Thomas Wright is a retired police officer?
Current police officer.
Oh, he's a current police officer. Oh, I assumed he was retired. I'm just going to check in and see, like, if there's, if they can get in touch with him around, like, grief counselling and things like that. Because if his wife has passed away and his daughter's gone missing, he looks like he could do with some help and also any financial support.
Roll up. The big one sale is now on at Home Hardware.
With the greatest show of hardware bargains on earth.
Too right. Get 2 litres free with selected home paints.
Bear capsule 3-pack $7.99.
Where are you getting the gas lighter fluid from?
Bunnings.
No, Bunnings wasn't back big back then. It would have been what's it called? Home Hardware.
Okay. Yeah, we'll drop by Home Hardware. We'll buy a metal bucket and gas lighting fluid.
Yep.
Maybe some rope and stuff as well.
Okay, I'm gonna. Yeah, I think at this point, if you're gonna go shopping, I'll need you to tell me exactly what you're getting, just so there's no I'm gonna pull this out of my ass later. So what are you getting?
Definitely lighter fluid.
Yep.
I feel like rope might be handy, and you want a metal bucket.
Okay.
Well, I'll probably have rope in the truck, right? Like, I want a metal bucket because it looks like we're having to burn a lot of shit, and being able to contain fire is pretty nice. I don't know, like a thing of wood, like, the kindling wood, just because I'm like, alright, cool.
Oh, yeah.
Just in case.
Like some kindling. Yeah, like some firewood or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and look at I'm just about to go camping or something.
Like those little fire starter barbecue packet things.
Yeah.
Fire starter, a thing of kindling, a metal bucket,
and some rope.
Yeah, rope and a tarp as well.
Yep. Done.
Can't think of anything else I need.
I won't ask for a credit roll. It's all pretty normal stuff you would find at Home Hardware, I think. Well, while that's happening, we'll go to Sergeant Lisa Bennett. Sergeant Bennett, what are you up to this early afternoon?
We as in Peppers and myself, are heading off to the hospital to have a little talk to not only our very good friend Michelle, but also our older friend, Thomas Manuel. If he's still there.
You head to St. Vincent's Hospital in Melbourne, which is sort of probably around the south of the Collingwood area. So not too far away from your police station. It's probably the closest hospital there. And you can probably assume that they are in the acute ward. So when you arrive, you sort of speak to the receptionist. The receptionist tells you that that Michelle's in the acute ward. Do you ask about Thomas as well?
Yes, and I want to know as well, is Thomas still under police guard?
Yeah. So at this stage, Thomas is still under police guard, or at least he's supposed to be, and Michelle is, I would say she is still under police guard, but it sounds like from what you know, we'll just say from what you know, you probably got some sort of correspondence from the police prosecutor to say that her bail was granted. So she's probably not going to be under police guard for very long. As you are walking into the wards, give me a listen roll, please.
It's a fail.
All right, that's fine. You hear the nurses. There's a few nurses sort of scattered about, and they're sort of whispering to each other. They seem excited about something, but you're not sure what it is. You walk past a few shops. There's a little gift shop. There's a little like a service area, like a servo, a little cafe, that sort of thing. So you walk past those on the way in, and you walk into the acute ward. And you're going for Michelle first, right?
Yeah, if you think that she won't be under police guard much longer, then I'll go there.
Okay, so you find Michelle's ward, and you go into her room. She's the only one in her room at the moment. Well, she's the only one in a little cubicle. She's got you can see she's got like a neck brace on. And she's got her right arm in a sling. There's a police officer that is sort of next to her, and he's just sort of looks to be sort of scribbling some notes.
Evening, Arthur. You can step out for a bit. I got it for now.
Oh, hey, Sarge. Yeah, no worries, thanks. And he sort of gets up and steps out of the room.
I kind of stare at her, and I'm just kind of pondering, do I wake her up? Or do I wait? And I'm kind of thinking, how much time do I have? I'll probably do a little cough to see if she wakes.
Yeah, she probably starts to stir. It's she's very groggy, just making those noises that people make when they first wake up. The soft groan.
Good morning, Michelle. Did you have a lovely sleep?
Hi. Hi there. Oh, you're not you, it's someone else. What's going on?
I've just come to check in this morning. We left you at the station and didn't expect to find you over here now. Did you have a little bit of a fall?
Yeah. They told me that I was trying to punch my way out of a cell? Yeah. What happened last night? I don't remember what happened.
I'm sorry, love, I wasn't present, but I had asked people to make sure that you were okay, and was very surprised to find that you were not being well looked after. I'm so sorry about that, ma'am.
What happened to me? What happened? Why am I here?
You were arrested, my love, because you assaulted Peppers here. And I gesture over to Peppers, who's sitting at the doorway like the goodest boy. And then I'm not sure what happened between A and B, but we are now in this room together. I just was wondering if I was gonna just ask you a couple of very basic questions while you're here.
Wait, I didn't do that. What? I didn't. What do you mean I assaulted a dog? What? Why would I do that? That doesn't make any sense.
You're telling me. It was a surprise to myself as well. Michelle, I was wondering about all the many books in your apartment. Are you into reading and into literature?
I'm an author, of course. But this is what does this have to do with what happened last night? I didn't do anything. I swear I didn't do anything.
That's all right. That's not up for me to decide, Michelle. That's up for the court. So if you truly believe you didn't do anything, then you'll have nothing to worry about. But what we're just wanting to know, there was a particular book found in your apartment. It's a pretty special looking play. Do you like plays, Michelle?
What are you talking about? What play? I don't have any plays in my apartment. I think I should talk to a lawyer. I don't think I should be talking to you right now.
I'm not asking about anything to do with your case against dear Peppers here, Michelle, so I wouldn't be too stressed about speaking to a lawyer. I can definitely provide you one if you require. I was just asking about, your work, so nothing to be too scared about there in terms of the law. Just pretend I'm not wearing this silly uniform, okay?
You're the police. I'm not going to talk to you. I'm going to ask for a solicitor. And I'm shocked that no one's bothered to call my solicitor before now.
It's up to you to call your solicitor, Michelle. I don't even know who it is, so how am I supposed to call someone if I don't know who they are?
Right, well, I'm going to call my solicitor. And she's going to press the nurse button. And probably, I don't want you in here anymore. I'm going to call the police. You can stay out the front if you must, but I'm not going anywhere. I can't escape. Look at me. Do you think I run away right now? This is ridiculous.
Michelle, honey, there was a cop sitting in this very room with you. You're under police guard. So no matter what you're wanting right now, someone's going to be sitting in here with you. We can talk or we can not talk. That's so up to you. And you can have a lawyer present. That's fine as well.
She will turn her face away from you and wait for the nurse to walk in. And you probably see, in about a minute or so, not even a minute, there's a little woman knocking on the door. Knock. Hello, is everything all right in here?
This lady would like someone to reach out to her lawyer. I don't know if you have those details, because I certainly don't myself.
Oh, yes, she can use our phone. That shouldn't be a problem. Do you need a hand to come to the front desk?
She's not allowed to leave this room, unfortunately.
The phone is it's affixed to the front desk, so,
How about she give you the name and number of her lawyer, and then you can make the arrangements for her?
Okay. And she'll head over to Michelle. And she said, Michelle, do you want to give me the number for your lawyer? And she says, and she gets a pen and she starts scribbling down.
I'm going to snatch the pen off her and be like, don't exert yourself, sweetheart. No, it's so fine. I'll write down. You tell me the number and I'll write it for you.
Give me a dexterity roll.
All right, these dice are going in jail. That's a 97.
Here it comes.
No.
It's not a fumble. Okay, 97. You can push the roll if you like.
I'm going to whistle to Peppers, who's going to jump and take the pen out of her hand. And I'm going to roll with a different dice.
All right, if you're using Peppers to do this, then I will say you can roll against Peppers' dexterity, which is 90.
Oh, nice.
Fuck yeah.
It is still a push roll, so don't fuck this up.
Right, we've got new dice now. Come on, octopus metal dice. All right, it's 73. He passes.
Just so yeah, you whistle, and then Peppers immediately springs up and grabs just the pen. Doesn't bite into.
He's a good boy.
Yeah, doesn't bite Michelle or the nurse. Just grabs the pen, and both the nurse and Michelle are stunned. Like, what is this all about? What is happening?
I'm sorry, ma'am. As part of police guard, you're not allowed to have anything that may constitute as a weapon or a form of self-injury. So I do require someone else to write down the details, if that's okay. Good job, Peppers. And he brings me the pen. And I'm like, all right, ma'am, can you let me know the name and number of your lawyer? And I'll write it down and I'll hand it to this lovely nurse here.
And she says, I want the nurse to write it down, not you.
That's so fine, and I hand it to the nurse.
Yeah, and she'll give the nurse the number, and the nurse writes down the number, and yeah, the nurse walks out of the room. You assume it's to have a conversation, to use the phone. So it's just you and Michelle in the room again, and Michelle's just like, again, got her face turned away from you. She's trying to not look at you. It's hard when she's lying in bed and she can't move very well, but she's like looking to the side and trying to avoid eye contact with you. And then the nurse comes back and she just pops her head in the room. She says, yes, I've contacted Mr. Kingsley. He'll be here in the next... he said he'll be here in an hour. She's like, good. About time someone doing their job. Thank you, miss. Okay, no problem. And the nurse walks back out.
Yo, Artie, you out there?
Yeah?
Hope you got a coffee, mate, but you're sitting in here for the rest. See you later.
Oh, yeah, okay. No problem. And as he walks back in, she's like, oh, not another one! No, I don't want to speak to you either! And as the door slams shut. You head out to this park that you know of. Yeah, again, there's like a couple of high school students walking through this park. School's just finished. But yeah, I don't think too many people are going to pay much attention to you.
Yeah. It'll look
starting
weird.
a fire in a rubbish bin. Yeah.
I'm in uniform. It's official business.
Yeah, I feel like it makes it worse. Like, I feel like if it was like, if you were dressed as like scummy hobos, you'd be like, oh yeah, just fucking riffraff. But the fact that you are both dressed quite immaculately, like one of you's in like a full army gear, the other one is like, I'm assuming dressed in some sort of like
business
suit.
Oh yeah, she's in like a suit and blouse. She's channeling Scully.
Yeah. So I think that makes it worse. So yeah, describe to me what you do.
I would have also brought something to eat as well. So, like a sandwich or something. We'll go somewhere and then sort of near a park bench or, well, actually probably not. Just somewhere away from everyone. Put down the metal bucket. I'd then throw off a couple of little fire starters in it. throw some of the kindling in it, and then light a fluid on it. Lift the kindling up. Put the gas mask on. Make sure Edith does the same.
It's even worse. You've got gas masks on in a park.
Well, this is like the last step. Put the papers and everything that would have probably been just take the curtain that's been wrapped up with all the papers in it, put it into the bottom of the bucket, put the kindling on top, just give it some weight, and then light a fluid, and then strike a match and throw it in.
Do you think you would have seen any of the papers as you were in the process of setting it on fire?
I would have purposely tried avoiding to, because I would assume Edith would have wrapped everything up and then maybe in another blanket or something, just that way we could have got one heap to put in and then it's all there. And so to avoid looking at it and then putting everything on there, but I would be with the gas mask watching and making sure that nothing flew out, and I'd try and put something some more kindling across the bucket top. There's a grate, just make sure that papers and things don't blow away.
That should be fine. If you're wearing the gas mask, I'm not gonna ask for a sanity roll or anything like that, because the odds of you actually seeing the full thing would be very much minuscule, to the point where I don't ask for a roll. So yes, you successfully burn all the papers in the park with your gas mask on. There's probably a couple of high school students watching confused, but no one walks up to you. I think they might be scared. So yeah, so you do that. It's dealt with.
I'm gonna go into another room.
Which is one that's close by?
Yeah.
Yeah, you open it up, and this one's different. It's got a book that's sort of opened up. Looks like one of the books from downstairs, perhaps.
What do you mean, one of the books?
Yeah, it was how I mentioned downstairs was a bookcase full of books. It's these hard leather-bound books. You probably see there's one of these books is on the bed of this hotel, and it's sort of open, and you can peek in it if you want.
I will look at it and see its horrors inside, yes.
Yeah, the horrors. You can see your dad, Stephen Evans. He is naked.
Oh, God.
And he is doing a very suggestive pose. And he has a belt around his neck. Like a one of those old black belts. And he's just looks like he's choking himself out while he's holding his penis. Do you look at more, or are you done with that?
I think I just commit suicide there. No.
Okay, give me a sanity roll.
I think I would flick through it, not because I want to see more. I want to see if the book is full of it or if it's just one page.
It looks to be quite a few pages, and there's all these photos, and you probably see Hayley. And she appears to be sort of bent over, and you can see probably see Mark Rourke actually is just bent over, and he's sort of doing it from behind.
Bastard.
And he has a knife in his hand, and he seems to be doing something with that. You're just sort of holding it in his hand while he's
We can do the sanity roll now and move on.
No, I will stress, no one here looks like they're not having a good time. Everyone's having a great time.
I'm sure they are. But I've failed my sanity roll, so I'm not having a good time.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Okay, going well. You're doing well. Yeah, cool. You don't lose any sanity yet.
Okay, that's concerning. That no failed sanity rolls don't lose anything.
Yeah. Cormac, you are standing outside Archie Evans' house. The limp body of Hayley is currently in the boot of her car. Is that what we agreed?
No, I've put her in the passenger seat.
In the passenger seat. Sorry, yes, she's in the passenger seat. And what are you doing?
Well, I'm putting both of our seatbelts on because I don't feel like breaking any road rules. That would be inappropriate.
Yep. Incredibly inappropriate.
And you said it's 3 p.m.?
Yeah, it's probably, I think it's probably about, for you, it's probably closer to about, let's say 2:30, 3 p.m, yeah.
Yeah, cool. All right, so I haven't quite missed the lunch special yet. Excellent. I had to look it up, and there is a lovely little place that I think Cormac would have gone to in a prior visit in Melbourne that is not too far away from the Art Life building. And on top of that, it's one of those, like, it's near one of those areas where it's like a one-way street and there's a whole bunch of like back garages that nobody ever really goes near. And so I'm gonna go to, like, I'm gonna just kind of drive in that direction, heading towards this little restaurant that Cormac's quite fond of. And I think on the way, he's he's obviously, like, he's driving casually. She's probably just like looking really passed out. He kind of checks every now and then to just kind of see, you know, how conscious she is, if she's kind of changed her demeanor at all, or if she's just kind of wigged out right now.
Yeah. Have you got the radio on?
Yeah, I probably do. I'm gonna leave it at whatever radio station it was already on.
Yeah. It's probably on, like, I don't know, like Smooth FM or something, whatever they had in the 1990s. Just some like commercial radio station. There's an ad for Michael Hill Jewelers, for the one you love. That sort of thing. Said to be, you know, selling engagement rings these days.
He's probably, yeah, I think he's gonna, like, just kind of talking sort of half to her, half to himself. He's like, you know, I'm told that this feeling of euphoria you're experiencing is the greatest you'll ever have. All of your nerves tingling, your dopamine spiking beyond what it was never meant to process. It's better than sex. You'll never feel this good again. People spend the rest of their lives trying to recreate the first time. They'll sacrifice everything else along the way. It's certainly not the worst way to go out. You could be like Lars, crying, begging for mercy, completely sober.
A little bit of drool starts running down her cheek.
I think because he would have, like, also put the box of chocolate in the car as well. He didn't want to leave anything at the house.
Yeah,
so
sure.
I think he's just gonna, like, open the box with one hand, take out a chocolate, unwrap it, and eat one.
Yep.
Oh, roses. Well, at least you have good taste. You know, this really is for the best. You panicked the second I mentioned Archie taking another job. You were never going to last. Really, I'm doing you both a favor. Eventually he's going to let it slip. We'd have to step in and deal with it. Might not have the constitution to go through with that, and that would be a waste of an agent. I think he's just going to drive in silence for a little bit until finally gets to this little driveway. He's going to try and find a spot, like, around those one-way streets where it's one way, but you can kind of walk or try and, like, go up onto the sidewalk to try and drive past. But he's going to deliberately park somewhere that's, like, you know, 1 hour parking or disabled parking or something like that. Something that somebody will eventually notice, but not straight away. And if there is anyone around, he's just gonna, like, wait for a little bit until there's basically no one. Just kind of sit in the car. Eventually he'll turn it off, turn the engine off, and he's gonna open his briefcase. He's gonna get the cord that he bought the night before and just kind of tie it around her arm. And he's gonna say, "Look, I'm going to make this as painless as possible for you." He's gonna take another syringe, and he's gonna load it up mostly with another dose, but he's also going to put just a little bit of cyanide in. And he makes sure that he injects it. I think he's going to, like, if he can, if she's more or less limp, he's going to kind of, like, try and get her hand to do the job.
Yeah.
Kind of, like, hold it around and inject it into her arm.
Yeah.
And he's going to leave the syringe there on the ground, as well as the chocolates. I think he's going to take one more chocolate. He's going to take like half a bite and then put the other half in her mouth. And then just kind of like pinch her nose a little bit and make sure that she kind of like gets it in her mouth and starts to swallow it. And he's just going to like stroke the front of her neck, like with the back of his hand, to just kind of like coax her into like getting it down a little bit. She's definitely had at least one chocolate.
Yeah, she's limp.
Yeah. Cool. So he's going to check her pulse. He'll probably just wait there for a minute or two, check her pulse, make sure that her heart's stopped.
Mm-hmm.
And then once he's confirmed that, he's going to grab her wallet. And he's going to leave the ignition. He's going to leave the keys in the ignition. Take all of his stuff, shut the door, and then just walk away. Clearly, this woman has had an episode, and she's taken it a bit too far.
Give me a sanity roll.
Why, dice? That's a fail.
You lose 1 point of sanity. Normally I'd get you to roll, but Cormac has done this many, many times. So the most you'll ever lose from killing someone in cold blood is 1 point of sanity.
All right. And then I think we will... Oh, Cormac's going to try and catch the lunch special. So he's going to head to this lovely Malatang restaurant. It's just down the corner of Neil and Down Street. It's like this little quiet, hole-in-the-wall kind of place. It's called Glory Bowls. And they offer this amazing lunch special. They, like, Madam Chang, who runs the place, English is like her third language, so they don't talk much there at Glory Bowls, but the service is fantastic.
Yeah, they know just enough English to know that Glory Bowls is an excellent name for a Chinese restaurant.
Oh, for sure.
And that's it. So, not much more than that. What do you get?
Yeah.
What do you get at Glory Bowls?
I think he's gonna get the char siu, I think.
Okay.
He loves a bit of pork. It's just enough to fill up. Because he's on, like, I've deliberately gone here because it's a few streets, like, within walking distance to Art Life. So he's gonna have a quick meal, and then he's just gonna make his way out. And I think he's gonna kind of make himself seem like he was planning to be here the whole time, and he wasn't really. It's like he's just casually strolled in, decided to get lunch. It's not the first time he's been here, and then he's just gonna head off.
You get a fortune cookie or something while you're there?
Ah, yeah, why not? Let's do it.
Yeah. Get a fortune cookie. What kind of fortune would Cormac have? I think it would be something along the lines of something like you will find your true love. Give me another listen roll. Let's see if you hear it this time.
Fucking hell. Nope.
Yeah, no.
Dice.
Again, Nurse is very excited, but you can't figure out why. And you head out of the acute ward and into the ICU.
I would like to stop at the nurse's desk, please.
Sure, you do that. There's a nurse working behind the desk, probably filling out some paperwork.
G'day, ladies. How are we going today?
Yeah, good. What can I do for you, Sergeant?
I know you've been under the pump with our little guests here, and I'm so sorry to have been bothering you. So just letting you know that the inspector has decided to throw you all lunch, a pizza lunch. So we're going to order some pizzas in for everyone so you can all have a good lunch, whether you're working on the floor or whether you're out in the break room.
Oh, that's so kind. That's great. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. I'm just going to go make friends with my friend Thomas. But I just need to check my pager for a second. Do I have a pager? Or something similar?
Yeah, you probably have like a pager. Yeah, sure. Like a police pager.
Yeah. I'm just going to fiddle around with it because you're, Just like I'm doing something, I'm just milling around, hoping to get another chance to listen to them gossiping.
Oh, it sounds like you want to push this listen roll. So, yeah, go for it.
Nah, fucking fail.
All right. So, here's what happens. You playing with your pager. You are sort of trying to eavesdrop, essentially, on these nurses. And you do hear two nurses. Have you seen what they've done with the ICU ward lately? And they says, no. What have they said? Oh, someone came in the night and did it up, really nicely. I don't know. It must have been. I think it was a patient's dad or mum or something. It was pretty cool. Oh, that's so nice. Blah blah blah. So yeah, it probably piques your interest a bit, I'd say. And as you walk out of the acute ward and head towards ICU, you can see that looks like someone has put up some, those paper, the paper cutout things.
Paper chains.
Yeah, paper chain. Someone has made a lovely paper chain, but this paper chain looks as though that it's a symbol that you've definitely seen before. Someone's put this up in the ICU ward, and as you move closer, you can sort of see two more ICU nurses, and they're talking. Oh, have you seen the new bookshop that's opened in the lobby? No, I haven't seen it. What is it? Oh, I don't know. It's just they've finally done something with that space. They've the empty space that's been there for a while, and it's a beautiful old bookshop. Lovely bookshop. Yeah, I'm surprised it just popped up. It's almost like it popped up overnight. Yeah, isn't that wild? And they're all very excited about this bookshop. And have you had a look yet? Oh no, I haven't had a look yet. No. And you head into the ICU, and you go to the front desk, and you see there's a lady working at the front desk, and she's just sort of whittling away. Do you talk to this lady?
Some new decorations, my dear.
Oh, yes. Someone put them up last night.
Are you not concerned about, I don't know, infection control? You are in an ICU environment.
Oh, it's just paper that was sitting here. It's not in any of the actual wards. It's fine. It's just in the lobby. This place, this area here isn't the sterile area.
Okay. And it just happened overnight?
Yeah. Someone came in last night and did it.
I just feel like it just makes me feel a little uncomfy, just knowing that it's supposed to be a hospital environment, and I'm all for cheering up, sick patients. I think that's a great idea. I just worry when it doesn't come from the nursing staff themselves. I've seen similar things, and it went against someone's religion, and I just would hate for it to upset anyone.
Give me a persuade roll.
Ooh, it is a hard success.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess in that case, you might be right. I'll take them down, and she pulls a stepladder out from a cupboard, like a storage cupboard, and she starts taking them down.
Thanks. I don't want to be a party pooper. I just don't want to see anyone get in trouble,
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That checks out. So you just watch her, take down all these paper chains.
I've seen similar, like paper chain things in my time when I was in, the slummier areas, I guess, of Melbourne, and some of the residents out there, they would make paper chains, and then it was good luck to burn them afterwards. It was part of their just good juju, I guess. And you know what? I really feel like if there's anything this hospital needs, it's some good juju. So I definitely recommend if you guys have, you know, the smoking rooftop or whatever, put him in a drum and you pretty much just say a little prayer for one of the patients that you really want to recover. And you know what? It might be really good for the nurses' mental health too, because, you know, in ICU you guys see so much death. You see so many people lose their battles and lose their fights, and this can be your way of kind of, I don't know, feeling, whether you're saying a prayer for someone who has passed or a prayer for someone who's on their you know, final legs. It just might be a really good idea to light a little fire, say a little prayer.
I don't think we should burn them. That's
Sway roll. Juju.
Well, I can't burn these, but you can have them and you can do what you want with them.
I'm going to... Gosh, what can I do with them immediately? Is there a bag, like a plastic bag around, or maybe, how long do they go? Can I, like, wrap them around Pepper's neck like a little chain?
I would say they're probably about 2 meters. 2 meters long. It's not that long. Like, yeah, no more than, like, you know, a full-length person from head to toe.
All right, I'm just gonna find like a bin bag and put them in, and then carry it around.
Yeah, that shouldn't be too hard. Okay.
By this point, Lisa's just getting more and more frustrated about having to do all this fucking cleanup. It's getting really hard to keep playing her nice character, because let's face it, she's putting on a show right now. Do I find Thomas?
Yeah, so you look around and there's no, like, Thomas isn't there.
The paper chains just had the symbol all over it, didn't they?
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Is he not in the bed I left him in?
The nurse says, what bed did you leave Thomas in? What bed was he in?
Lisa doesn't know the bed, she just knows the layout. You know when you go to a hospital, you're like, I don't remember, I just remember, like, how I got there. I don't remember, like, any numbers or shit.
Yeah, give me an intelligence roll. Or education, actually. Education roll.
90.
Nope. You don't remember. You don't remember the ward that Thomas was in. But the nurse says to you, like, who were you looking for in particular?
I left a really interesting patient here last night called Thomas Manuel.
Thomas Manuel. She looks through her notes. We don't have a record of a Thomas Manuel being here.
He was in police custody, smashed his face in our paddy wagon. Face was completely cracked open. Is he in your morgue? I don't know. Where is he?
She's, like, looking through her notes now. Looking through. I think she's probably got a computer. Looking through the computer. No, there's no record of a Thomas Manuel being admitted here last night.
I'm gonna use the mobile and call Sally.
Yeah, Sally, you have just finished up with Thomas. What are you doing at this point? More paperwork or something else?
I'm probably going back to paperwork. Also making a note to call Anna Mitchell's father and mentally prepare myself for that one.
Okay, yeah, sure. So yeah, your phone rings.
Yep.
Sal, it's Lise. Our good friend Thomas Manuel, when we filled in his arrest paperwork, did they mention which ward he ended up in? Did they mention anything about where he is? Because they cannot find him on the system here, and I am not in the mood to battle this one out.
I thought you saw him in hospital.
Yeah, me too, mate. Me too.
Do they not have a record? You saw him in hospital.
Yeah, and he's apparently not here, but you know what fucking is here? That fucking sign is everywhere. And now I can't find good friend Thomas Manuel, and yet his fucking masterpiece is everywhere I look. Where is he? So I'm hoping on your end, the arrest paperwork, you've got something there.
That's so weird.
Yeah, Sally, if you want, you can give me a computer use roll.
I will use the computer.
Or a library use. Either computer use, library, or accounting. Either one of those three is fine.
Computer use is my highest, so
Okay.
I succeed.
Great. So you very quickly check the detailed notes that you put in about Thomas Manuel's arrest and the incident that followed said arrest. And yeah, the notes say that he was admitted to St. Vincent's Hospital, which is the hospital that Sergeant Lisa Bennett is at, and that he was in Ward 5 of the ICU.
Okay, I'm typing at my computer. Insert typing noises. Hang on. There we go, typing noises. Lise, it says he's in St. Vincent's Hospital. He was admitted to Ward 5 of the ICU.
Have I been in Ward 5 already?
There is Ward 1 to the left-hand side. There's Ward 2 next to Ward 1. Then there's Ward 3 at the other end of the hall. Then the other side, you have Ward 4, which seems a bit longer than the other two wards. And then there's Ward 6, which is right next to Ward 4.
Come on.
There is no Ward 5.
Come on. I'm not okay with any of this.
You have been listening to the Fumbled Anthology. New episodes are released every Sunday. For more information about the podcast, you can check out our website, fumbledanthology.com. You can also find us on Instagram and on YouTube by using the link in the show notes.
Join us.
And if you're feeling extra generous, you can check out our Patreon via the same link. If you enjoyed the episode, please consider shouting at us from the void by rating us on your chosen podcast platform or by leaving a nice review or comment. Every bit you do helps us grow our podcast. Thank you for listening. See you next week.
Sorry, Kelly's gift. I can't even. It's so perfect.
For the listeners, that is the elbow, everything's on fire gif.
Oh, it's amazing. And,
Private!
Ryan!
Ryan!
So Saving Private Ryan was born.
Black Hawk down. Black Hawk down.
A Few Good Men. We did A Few Good Men. Over.
How many war movies can we put in here?
That's great. All right, cool. I'm going to stop recording now. That was perfectly cromulent.